I'm Mr. Grindler, and here are my creatures. And welcome back to another episode of Mr. Grindlers Creatures, but on today's episode we are finally doing a Monocentropus balfouri pairing. And you guys are probably thinking, or you're probably not, but you know, like I'm about 16, 17, maybe 18 videos in, and I've still not done a Monocentropus balfouri pairing. And the reason for that is, oh, sorry, my Xbox just pinged. I should really turn that off, shouldn't I? But the reason for that is I haven't had a decent balfouri pairing like yet, where the footage has been stood out to me and been like, yeah, that's good enough for a video. And like, granted, on my old channel, I've done like a balfouri pairing, like multiple balfouris in one video, and I will do that again one day, but I need to gather like enough footage for that. But this one stood out the most to me, honestly. So me and Craig done this, I think it was about a week ago. And it stood out the most to me. It was really good. I really enjoyed it, actually. And we have got many more balfouris to pair. So fingers crossed we get some, decent recordings again in the future. But this one was, the angle. So we had it inside, like we had a camera looking inside the burrow so you could see the male go in. I'm not going to ruin it, but we had a camera outside as well. Some moments were just like absolutely like, oh. And reviewing the footage, absolutely great. But I am really excited to show you this footage because, it's got to be a good one. It's the first Monocentropus balfouri pairing on Mr. Grindlers Creatures' new channel. It's got to be good. But anyway, enough talking. Let's now go down to the table and let's have a look at this pairing. For those who have watched my old channel, around about August 2020 I shared a video rehousing two adult female Monocentropus balfouris, and today we'll be pairing it for the first time ever. This balfouri has to be one with the most meaning to me. Not only did it give me a bunch of grief when I rehoused it, may I add, Craig was not here for these, which made it even worse for me. But once rehoused, this would be the one balfouri to just have attitude all over. Whenever I came near the glass, it would strike it, again and again and again. I've heard her stridulate so much, which has freaked a few people out as well. I didn't really understand why. I started to question the setup, but to me it was a lot better than most of my other balfouris, with two burrows instead of one, made out of excavator clay. But speaking to the seller, this balfouri molted over a year ago before I even got her, so I decided to wait till she molted out again. Once settled in, I tried to feed her a few times over the course of a few weeks, but she was having none of it. So I assumed, great, pre-molt. In November 2021, she molted out. All that time I was waiting, even had balfouri sacs in that time frame. So one thing I would really like is for this girl to have an egg sac of her own. I constructed this tank with a burrow big enough for them to hatch and grow for a while inside this tank together. So let's make this dream a reality. With the male deciding to go in and make his presence known, the female is right there, fully aware that he has entered her burrow. But this shot is just absolutely incredible. Seeing their toes that far apart from each other is kind of romantic, but at the same time my anxiety levels are high. I don't know why I worry so much at times with balfouris though. Granted, this is the one with the most attitude, but I've paired God knows how many, and I'm yet to have one eaten or injured. They always seem to be calm with each other after, but I guess the trance-like state the female goes into gives the male a massive benefit, but I'll show that a bit further in the video. And by the looks of it, the male's attempt to lure her out of her burrow is working. So close, but he just needs to get her out a bit more. Now this bit made me nervous as hell, with him going over her instead of her going over him. With the male now getting into the correct position, he tries to go in and complete the deed. So that is all the footage for today's episode. The first Monocentropus balfouri pairing on Mr. Grindlers Creatures. There's going to be many more, trust me, because I'm absolutely balfouri obsessed. You know what, actually, I was clearing out some footage on my memory cards the other day, and I found a lot of balfouri footage that I've not used, so yeah, it's good. I sort of like place everything into folders, like I've got like, you know, like genus and then the species, and then I chuck footage in, and it's actually pretty handy. I'll probably never use it, but you never know. But thank you very much for watching, guys. That is it for today's episode. So if you could like, comment, and share, that would be absolutely great. If you could hit that subscribe button down below and hit that bell icon so you're notified of when I upload next, that would be great. Don't forget, guys, I've got Patreon now, 5 different tiers. So if you want to help and support the channel, there's a link down in the description. But Mr. Grindler's down here. So are my creatures. So are my balfouris. I'll see you next week, guys. Have a great one. You all deserve it. Peace.